Every year, 54 auto journalists vote on the best North American car, truck, and utility vehicle. On this week's show, our panel discusses the vehicles that made the finalist list in each category and predict who the winners might be.
And now, here's your host, John McElroy.
Today's show is all about the North American Car, Truck, and Utility of the Year, where 54 journalists from across North America get together to determine what have been the best new intros for 2018. We got a truck category, a utility category, and a car category. And to help me discuss who the finalists are and who might win are my fellow jurors, including Lindsay Brook from SAE Engineering, Chris Pockert from Roadshow by CNET, and Sharon Carty with Automotive News. And great to have the three of you here.
Good to be here.
Why don't we start with the truck category, because that's the easiest. You know, we had to vote on a bunch and narrow it down to 3 finalists. There's only 3 finalists in the truck category. And Chris, you know, you're one of the officers on the North American Car and Truck of the Year and Utility jury. So why don't you take a stab at it first? Talk a little bit about the 3 finalists and give us at least some of your thoughts on one of them.
Sure. So I had the honor of announcing the 3 finalists at the LA Auto Show, and got to hold the envelope up to my forehead like Kreskin, because we already knew that a 1500 was going to win this thing. And those are the Dodge Ram the Ram 1500, no longer Dodge, yes. The Chevy Silverado 1500, and the GMC Sierra 1500, which are 2 close cousins, but I think GMC and Chevrolet have done a better job of differentiating those 2 trucks this year. And what we've seen is there's a lot of investment in things like bed technologies from General Motors. So you've got the largest bed they've ever had, and you have this unique Swiss Army tailgate that's available that's reconfigurable every which way. It's a really impressive vehicle. Maybe the interior is a little too carryover to me, but they have a range of powertrains from a 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder now on up to the traditional 6.2-liter V8. And then the Ram 1500 has a new mild hybrid assist system, and it's got an optional infotainment screen that's very Tesla-esque, and a really top-notch interior.
Yeah. Sharon, what do you think of these 3 trucks?
You know, I think for me the vote is going to come down to which one I think is more usable. I haven't really fully narrowed it down yet, but you know, like Chris said, they feel the same, and for trucks, it's all about utility, right? It's all about what you can do with it. So I'm going to be sort of playing more with the back ends of them and just kind of climbing in and out and seeing how that goes.
I love that. One part of the test drive is just climbing in and out of pickup beds.
Right.
Well, Lindsay, what do you think about these?
And I agree with them on utility, but I'm taking a little bit different tack on ride refinement. And I think there is one of those 3. I won't reveal it, but I think there's one that's a little bit ahead of the other 2.
Mm-hmm. So can I put any of you on the spot? Who do you think is going to win Truck of the Year?
I think the Ram's going to take it.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Yeah. I'm not sure.
That was the one I wasn't going to reveal.
Secret's blown.
I'm going to agree with you. I think the Ram will win. I think the other 2, the Chevy and the GMC, are terrific trucks. I think they're going to sell like crazy in the marketplace. But that big screen, and it's not just that, it's the entire interior of that Ram pickup. When you go in, you go, wow. And when you get in the Chevy, you go, oh, that's nice. There's nothing wrong with the Chevy or the GMC being a little bit better than the Chevy, but that Ram is really impressive from that standpoint. I think it's going to be close, but I think I'm with you guys. It's probably going to be the Ram that wins.
It's a shame we don't have a Ford in this mix, and GM was able to split out the 2 brands as well.
Yeah, no kidding. Why don't we go to utilities? And the 3 finalists for that are the Hyundai Kona, the Acura RDX, and the Jaguar I-Pace. And Sharon, why don't you pick it up first? What are some of your thoughts? Why don't you start with the Hyundai Kona?
Well, the Kona EV was, I think, one of my surprises of our big testing day. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, and it ended up being one of the ones I voted for. You know, for me, it was one of those that sort of proved that you don't necessarily need to lose a lot of sportiness when you go to an EV. Yeah, and I just found it to be pretty fun.
Ed.
I agree. I mean, I think that the Kona Electric's a great choice. The problem for me with that is it's not a 50-state vehicle yet. But it's got class-leading range. It does feel peppy. I mean, it's got 200 horsepower or so, maybe 201 horsepower and close to 300 foot-pounds of torque. It's a great package size. And it's a really nice real-world car. I think the volume player in that segment is going to be just the standard Kona, though. And that's a great vehicle in a hugely important class. It's got easy-to-use tech. It's got a controversial look. Not everybody's going to enjoy the way that vehicle appears, but I think that's by design.